it's Mrs Gaia from Gaia Health Store, and I'm joined with the lovely Sarah Williams from Organic Aromatherapy Ltd. And today we're going to go through another one of her chakra creams from her Soul Harmony collection. And today it is Alta Major. So I'm very excited about these extra chakras I'm learning about. So, Alta Major.
What is it? Where is it from? You're going to ask me. Yeah. Alta Major. It's like an emerald green or jade color, and actually in the ancient ones in the East they call it Jade Gate.
Oh.
But it's also known in shiatsu circles as Well of Dreams.
Oh, beautiful.
I know. Yeah. It's one of the main ascension chakras. Its location is right at the back of the neck. So if you put your hand, Emma, the back of your neck, where your occiput, the skull, joins the neck, then and place your hand around the base of the skull, that's your Alta Major Chakra.
Oh, nice.
Go us.
And when you're talking about ascension, for people that don't know what you're meaning, do you mean the expanding of your chakras and your aura system? You're kind of developing yourself spiritually. What do you mean when you're saying the ascension chakra?
One of the ascension chakras.
Yeah.
Well, as we're moving into the fifth dimension and beyond, as we're going into becoming more crystalline based beings, as we're becoming more in 5D, which is about bliss and joy and love and harmony, and having too much time and not enough, we don't need to work anymore because we're going into the fifth dimension of unconditional love and this amazing place, and we're stepping away from the fourth dimension of fear, karma and time, and we've left the third way behind us in about fear. This is going to enable us to, rather than as with the heart chakra, we had having a grudge maybe against somebody for some reason. We're actually going to see the bigger picture. So this is the place of the shaman would call it the wings of the east, the great eagle, condor, showing us the mountains we only dare to dream of, the dawn, the new beginnings, the new potential. And when you can see why something was done to you, you can see it was actually done for you, because as we said in the heart chakra video that we did, the heart chakra is about maybe feeling that something has been done to you, like you have been dumped off by a friend or a lover or a family member or something, but actually or a boss in a job, then you realize that later on it was the best thing in the world that lover had dumped you, because then you meet your absolute soulmate. Or someone that not necessarily a soulmate, but someone that you absolutely adore, and you outgrew a relationship, and but you weren't going to end it, maybe, just as an example. But that was ended for you, so you were hurt at the time. But when you look back later, with the benefit of hindsight, what part of the brain are we talking about? The occiput. What does that deal with? Vision. Sight and vision. Okay, so this is about eyes and vision, clairvoyance, clairsentience to a degree, but more clairvoyance. So it's about the eyes and vision, seeing the bigger perspective, so that you can see that people are not doing things to you, they're doing things for you. So then the state is bliss. When you combine that with the heart chakra cream, then we said before that those two together, then the state is bliss and joy, okay, because you can see why everything's happening, because you can see the bigger picture. So if you were in the place of an eagle, when you're on what they say, a bird's eye view, if I were to think about going from here down to the Gaia Health Store, as the crow flies, it would be a lot straighter and easier than going through the twists and the turns of the West End of Southampton or whatever it may be. But it's literally the bird's eye view of whatever the situation is. So this is enabling you to actually get. Have we put any of this on yet?
No, not yet. We haven't. No, I was thinking like, she's going to open that.
No. And what's your first thought when you smell that, Emma? going to put on a pea-sized amount to the back of my hands when Emma just smells it. And it was something. Did you say something?
Do you know what that to me? It smells like green. I know that's a really weird thing to say. It smells like the colour green. And it feels like I'm almost... It's very much the upper part, which I know you've told me, upper chakras, but it's almost like a kind of Jedi Knight sword to the universe. That's very strange.
A lot of people say it's their favourite, and it smells like someone said to me it smells like
summer
jelly
cut
tots.
grass.
No, not jelly tots. What were they called years ago? Can't remember now. Good. Sweeties, anyway.
Yeah, it has got that, but not in a kind of not sacrilege. Not in terms of a sickening, saccharine way. No.
But it's got
natural sweetness. It is a bit bliss-like, yeah.
And did you say it made you think of your family member earlier?
No. Did I?
Yeah.
Oh.
You said
got out of my head now.
Your nan.
Oh, yes, sorry. Gosh, goldfish brain. Literally 3 minutes ago before we turned the video on, I said that. No, it doesn't, Sarah. That literally
tried to nudge her.
Yeah, and I'm like, Sarah, I don't know what you're talking about. You're like, no, you literally just said that, Emma. That it does. When I opened it first of all, I was like, oh, that reminds me. There's a scent in there. Which was it? It was the Lang Lang, wasn't it? I think it reminds me of like old, maternal, majestic lady smell, like my grandma. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
But the feeling that you got around your grandma, and you obviously loved your grandma. Yeah. So it brings up that feeling. So again, it's enabling the heart chakra.
Yes.
Because it's bringing up that unconditional love from your grandmother to your heart.
Seeing the bigger picture as well from like our ancestral lines and like where we've come from, where we are now and where we're going. It's like that whole...
It does. It does. And the influences are, as you said, Ylang Ylang, which is the superior. So this is actually harvested at 4 o'clock in the morning. The superior is, because sometimes Ylang Ylang can be really sickly. And it was dolly mixtures, as someone used to call it.
Oh, yeah. It is dolly mixtures. Yeah, it is.
Someone used to say, this is my favourite cream. It reminds me of dolly mixtures.
Yeah.
I encourage you not to eat it, okay? Because it is essential oils. Wrapped up in a vegan base, as all of the creams are. So this is a Ylang Ylang Superior, which is harvested at 4 AM when the dew is still on the flowers and the plants. And it's really, really high vibe and quite expensive. Also everlasting is in there.
I love that.
So a lot of people ask me, as Emma just did.
Yeah, what's everlasting?
There you go, on cue. So everlasting is, the two other names for it are immortal. You may know the essential oil is immortal, also helichrysum. So everlasting, going on forever. Immortal, immortal, and helichrysum. That sounds like quite a Latin name for a plant, really. Grapefruit and marjoram. And we have a lot of marjoram in the upper chakras, I mentioned before.
Yeah.
So those are the influences for the Alta Major Chakra Balancing Cream. And this is the one that I was actually writing about back in, it was about 2000 and something, in Paradigm Shift, 2014. I did an article that was published in Paradigm Shift, talking about all of these outer body chakras. So the ascension chakras, and that is that's available to have a look at as well. But the ascension chakras are the cosmic chakras, which we'll come back to. This is the biggie, the Alta Major or Jade Gate or Well of Dreams chakra at the back of the neck, seeing the bigger picture with the balance of hindsight, the benefit of hindsight, the sight from behind here, and the visuals. It's also about if you want to expand your clairvoyance capabilities. This is a great one. It chases the pathways in the brain which lead from the orb of the eye through the optic nerve on the outside of the brain, and there's one on the inside for each orb of eye, and they all meet up in the back of the neck in this section of the brain which deals with the eyes and vision. So if your eyesight is a little bit off or you want to expand your clairvoyance capabilities, or if your physical eyes are feeling really weird, which a lot of people are saying in this ascension process, looks like you feel like a bit cross-eyed, looking at one dimension into another, the veils are thinning, you know, all of those things. This is going to help you potentially with all of those things.
And would it help enhance you seeing auras and energy?
Yeah,
this is a good one. So if you're already a healer, this is like, you need that in your toolkit, really.
Everyone needs this in their toolkit right now. Because I don't know anyone whose eyes and vision is not changing.
No.
As well. Everyone's whizzing off down to the opticians to get more glasses. I'm sticking to my readers here because actually my eyes haven't finished changing. There's a lot of people say that their eyes and vision is actually during this ascension improving, and they're now not needing their glasses. They're taking them off, becoming free from glasses and
contraptions and things.
Yeah. So and if you want to see the bigger picture, I share the Moon Eye Key rights. And in that, the shamanic rites of the Moon Eye Key, and in the seer's rite, which is what you're coming to with you know, the ancient wisdom of the seer, S-E-E-R. In the seer's rite, which is the 5th rite of the Moon Eye Key, it's expanding and helping to support the natural seeing pathways, the filaments of light in the brain, physiologically, which enable us to see the bigger picture. And this chakra, if you ask me what it connects with, it's the 3rd eye chakra.
Oh, yes.
Because that connects to the pineal and the heart. So when you connect the Alta Major, the heart, and the 3rd eye, that's the seer's right.
And it's like a little triangle as well. I'm Absolutely. Like, just draw a little triangle.
Absolutely, which is a sacred symbol.
Yeah.
And you can do a meditation around those 3 chakras, and that will also enable. But one of the exercises that you can do for this is to tap from the 3rd eye, and you literally tap down. Try it, Emma. You just tap from the 3rd eye all the way over the top of the head to the occiput, and then you tap a little way down, and then you tap across the tops of the ears, and then you tap down to the heart. And that is an exercise where you're connecting the heart to the Alta Major, to the 3rd eye, and that enables your clairvoyance. Yeah,
because it's almost like, you know, you see these 360 videos. It's a bit like that, isn't it? You can have a 360 video of your life.
I'm not quite sure where she's going with that, but I'm going with it because it's good. You can see the bigger picture.
Yeah, bigger picture.
I'm loving it.
360. I love it. So would you say that, does it get blocked or unbalanced, or is it just not awake? Do you have to like turn it on so you don't really, you know how with like the 7 chakras, even if you're not switched on, turned on, intuitive, or listening to your body, like things go wrong and it manifests into physical illness. Like, would you say this is with maybe this Alta Major and the upper chakra ones? Would you say that it can manifest into a physical illness? What I'm trying to say is, do you kind of like need to turn it on?
I don't know if
or
you
feel like.
I think you can balance it. I think if it's blocked, then you can't see the bigger picture, and you're basically a victim. You're in victim mode. Poor me, victim, martyr, all of those things. When you balance that chakra, you go into a seer. I can see why this is happening. I can see that that's actually beneficial to me. So if I didn't have the rose dying, then I wouldn't have the rose hip to get the vitamin C from. So there has to be something good about the death of the rose in order to give us the rose hip, which is the nectar of the sweetness of the goodness, the vitamin C that we would need. So I'm sort of relating this back to the healthful, concept, because, obviously these creams are all available at the Gaia Health Store in Southampton. So, and we need to, acknowledge the fact that this is all about health and well-being and prevention as much as cure. We want people to be nourished and not have an imbalance. But an imbalance in the Alta Major or the Jade Gate would manifest probably in things like glaucoma,
Yeah, I was going to
eye
say
disorders,
that.
what's it, degenerative,
Oh yeah, macular
macular,
degeneration.
all
Yeah,
of those things.
that's very common at the moment. Everyone seems to have that.
Well, we've literally saved eyes and all those horrible injections they keep shoving into people's eyes, which they always say are not going to fix this. It's just going to have to manage it. Well, we've actually had people recover their eyesight by using this. So it may just support your eyes to a degree where you don't need glasses, perhaps, if it's on your timeline, or you maybe don't need to have those horrible old out of the mainstream box medical procedures, which are extremely uncomfortable and not very helpful in the long run.
Yeah. And so would you, with these ascension chakras?
Yep.
Yeah. With them, is there necessary like foods? Is it foods related or crystals with that? I reckon crystal, definitely with that one. It feels like it would help with a crystal.
I think, yeah, absolutely. I think anything that's green, again, I think an emerald, obviously.
Yeah.
So we obviously all of us need some emeralds in our life, on some frequency. But the colour of emerald would be, that sort of a bright green. I don't know if that's picking up on your screen, but the emerald coloured crystals, and any green food. So green food, so leafy greens again. Your salads, your so yeah, I would say that the green foods, really, wouldn't you? So what, cucumber, broccoli, cabbage, Cavalla Negro would be a good. Can I do that? Have I said that right?
Oh, you're asking me. I never pronounce anything right. I still can't pronounce the
Papedono. So yeah, absolutely, which is always a good thing to use as a tool. But that, I think it's like any kales or things like that.
Yeah.
But the
Brassica family.
Yeah,
I'm sure that's what they call it all.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And I'm feeling like we need to do a workshop now on these upper chakras. I'm feeling like I need to host it.
Ascension chakras.
Yes. Because I feel like there's a lot of people that, because at Gaia we're sort of between, there's people that have no knowledge that we welcome and introduce them to people like Sarah and stuff, and then there's other people that have been on the journey a bit further that would really probably appreciate some support to working with those. Yeah,
it's just some additional information, I think. And remember that we're only ever reminding you what you already know.
Yes.
We're not actually teaching anything. And these creams don't fix you, they help you to fix, because they disperse the blockages that have been the blockages within your body and energy system. The frequency of the essential oils disperses, and we've shown this with aura photography, disperse the blockage that is in that area, enabling your normal toric field to flow Kundalini style in that flow, and to actually enable that energy to flow from Mother Earth up to Source, and then back from Source down to Mother Earth, and through our bodies, through our balanced chakra system, so that we can act as what we've come here for, as a channel for that light, and to have an experience and to have an adventure, so that we can experience that and take it back to Source again. So it is absolutely beautiful. But we had to be downgraded to 7 chakras at the time of the fall of Atlantis, and because we had abused these chakras and the abilities that we had, so they became switched off. But now, since the harmonic convergence in the late 80s, we've started to switch those on, and more recently, since 2012, since 23rd of December 2012, these ascension chakras are really coming online now, so that we can step fully into the 5th dimension and beyond, releasing fear, karma and time, and stepping into peace, harmony, joy, and ultimately just having so much fun and laughter and joy and song, that we because we don't need to work anymore, because we've actually got so much time
to be. Love it.
An abundance of everything.
Perfect. So I think that's a good rounding. I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed learning more about that.
Those are the two that connected. So those two, and also chuck in the third eye as well. And you've got a really good ascension package, and it's all available from Gaia.
Yeah, that is a good, I like that little ascension passage, amazing. So yes, available at Gaia. Sarah's only a phone call, email or social media message away to chat more, and she does free chakra readings as well, which you can tune in with your permission.
Anywhere in the world.
So we will, join us again for another video, and we will speak to you and see you all soon.
Thank you so much for joining us.